Hi guys, good morning. You are welcome once again to Cartridge Solution Plays and Academy. My name still remains Beyond the DTM. Welcome to my channel on YouTube. Today, I promise taking you to some series of informative catfish day-to-day challenges that is mostly useful for catfish farmers to run their day-to-day activity on their farm. And I'll be talking about a supplementary feed which takes a room as a fish meal, which can be really compared to fish meal to some certain extent, which we all know as the maggot production. Why I'll be talking about this is that we are getting things wrong based on maggot production because we many people don't really know there are a lot of practices. That means there are a lot of ways we can process maggot. So maggot meal can replace fish meal up to about 75%, which many of us don't really know. What I meant by there are a lot of ways we can produce maggot for our fishes because the reigning one presently is the BSF, the black soldier fly pershing that produces the larva for maggot production, which is very common that presently many people are really investing in order to get a supplementary feed for their fishes. But not everybody can produce BSF, so many people are going for other alternative in order to produce this same maggot that is highly nutritional, protein high and high CP, that means a crude protein for our fishes. I call it a supplementary food, but people do use it as a full-time feed for our fishes. So before I jump into that, I will try to explain to us some of the best practice that is very common to know about a catfish farming. I said it one of my video about organic way of treating your fishes. Not everybody can access the vet drugs for your fishes, and not everybody can have that money to access it to as well. So there are a lot of organic uh, medication around in your farm that you can use as quick as possible to make sure that you prevent your fishes from any infection. I normally tell you guys that prevention is better than cure, so it is very, very key to make sure that you prevent your fishes from day one before allowing any kind of a diseases to affect them. There's a video sent to me yesterday by one of my clients that their fishes is coming up, they are just gassing up. What really can cause that is that if your fishes is well fed, there's no how they won't gush up. But I don't like listening to troubles. I don't like listening to lot of challenges. So I do like in preventing my fish a lot. So some of the advice I give for those preventive measures are: one, your salt bait should be done every week, but the fishes are bigger, they should be done every 2 weeks. It is very good and essential to do a salt bait or sub dip for your fishes, most especially if they are bigger fishes. By the time you drain their water, maybe twice a month, make sure that you do your salt bait. Another thing you can do, as you can see on this video, is you can access a bitter leaf from the back of your farm or the front of your farm. Everybody has it at home. So access a bitter leaf and introduce this bitter leaf to them once a week as an infant seeds. That means seeds from fryers to juvenile or jumbo size. But if they are above jumbo, you can introduce to them twice a week too as well. And if you have a scent leaf, very good. Make an addition of a scent leaf to this. You can squeeze it the way I'm squeezing it in this video. So what I'm trying to do in this video is that I'm mentoring the farm. So I'm showing them how to do this practice on a gradual process in order to prevent their fishes. So that is what we are trying to do here. So after squeezing it, add some quantity of salt into it and make sure that you proper sieve the fermented liquid of the bitter leaf out of the mixed water and introduce it to your pond. For those of us that are using it for our fries, it is very, very dangerous for you not to sieve it very well. So you can use a chiffon net, that means a woman tying scarf, which we use in sieving our pap, to sieve it. So this will not allow any kind of leftover or any kind of fiber from the leaf into your water. By the time you allow this may, by the end of the day, block the breathing gills of the fryers because they are tiny at that particular time, and this will automatically choke them. So, and we all know if fryers are choked, if you are not careful, between 3 hours, you may lose well over 95% of your fryers. So it is very, very important for you to make sure that you sieve it very well, just to allow only the fermented liquid into your pond. So that is what I'm doing. I'm introducing this leaf as a practice to the farm. And some other medications you can use too as well is that I told you in one of my videos. If you have not watched it, make sure that you go to my YouTube channel. That means just click on my icon, the catfish solution icon you can see by the right hand side of your video as you are watching now. Click on it, go to my channel. So when you go to my channel, click on my video. So once you click on my video, I have well over 460 to 470 videos there for you, educative there for you, that you can watch. So in there you will see all of this practice put into practice practically, that you can try to do in your farm too as well. So what you can do is that you can use what we call the bitter cola too as well. This acts as an antioxidant for your fishes too as well. So what you just do is that you can cut it into pieces and use a blender to blend it. The fermented liquid can be introduced to your fryers, can be introduced to your big size fishes too as well, as an antioxidant in order to boost their immune system and restrict them from any kind of infection that may attack them by the end of the day. And again, you can use your garlic and ginger too as well. It works effectively. So what you are watching in this video presently is what I will be talking about, is about maggot. Maggot production from brewery waste for pig feed. As you can see, these are wasted brewery waste. These can be easily processed by you. You can see they are mighty maggots, mighty maggots. These are not small maggots, they are mighty maggots produced by brewery waste and just water. So this exercise can be done in your farm too, to produce more maggot, even more than BSF, for your farm. So how do you do the processing? A video will come up after this where you will see a practical process of this maggot production with brewery waste. So how do you do this? make sure that you get a brewery waste. You can get any organic matter, or you can get your lysine, a little bit of lysine. That means about 10% of the waste you have, get a lysine and have a cow blood. That means a blood meal, a fresh blood meal. Mix them and allow them in a basin. So once you put them in a basin, introduce just little water and allow house fly or even a BSF fly around you can perch on it. So by the time they perch on it, they started releasing it started producing to larva, and this by the end of the day give you a mighty maggot for your farm. Once again, we all know that this grain gives higher level of maggot, inclusive for your fishes too as well. Maggot meal can replace fish meal up to 75% without any absence effect on their growth. They are meant to me to be a supplementary feed for your fishes for their day-to-day feeding that buffer their growth and give them at least more bite for a proteinous food that allows them to grow very big and better. Once again, I said maggot are excellent high protein supplementary feed for your fishes, which there are a lot of other supplementary feeds too as well, which we have the chicken intestine, we have the chicken ruminants, we have the meat ruminants, which are uh, other supplementary food, lot of supplementary food. We have the plant supplementary food, which are the azolla, the duckweed, the water lily, even the water hyacinth is a supplementary food for your fishes too as well. So all these are what you should know as a farmer in order to increase your to reduce your cost of input and to increase your output, which we know we are talking about a successful catfish business. For those of us who do not know the result about maggot production contain well over ranges from like 46% to 49% or 50% crude protein, and has about 25 to 30% fat, which you will know is very very good. And the fiber is very low, as we have is about 7% fiber, and the hash is about 6% hash. As you can see this analysis, this automatically can replace your fish meal over 75 to 80%. And again, the ammonia acid, which are the bodybuilding buffers that contain in maggot, as is contained over 17 ammonia acid. So you can see how great maggots are to your fishes. But another thing is that I'm not taking you as a race, because what we are saying now is that most people like the introduction of BSF to farms. I see most of people rushing into BSF production without thinking twice that if you don't really manage your BSF, and maybe you constructed the BSF with all over 2 million naira, forgetting that the 2 million naira can conveniently raise 5 to 6,000 pieces of fishes and make a good profit. So what I'm trying to say is that in any time you want to pursue such a supplementary feed, we call it as a supplementary feed. That means we need a lower cost feed, a feed that will use it as a supplement for the grains we are giving to our fishes. So once you are using a grain, that means you are using a feed, concentrated feed, that has up to 60% crude protein for your fishes, and it's costing you 500 naira per kilo, which you can use like 2.5 million naira to turn around well over 6,000 pieces of fishes to attain a 1 kilo feed. And you are using that to construct just a black soldier fly nest, and by the end of the day the management gets wrong. So by the time you get the management right, that means you just wasted well over 2.5 million naira that you should have used for feeding successful 6,000 pieces of fishes, that you will see well over 50% profit on them. So with this, we have to be very, very careful in order to listen to information and follow these kinds of information. So with the brewery waste and the other Concord maggot production I mentioned, these are lower cost materials that you can use to produce massive maggot for your fishes. From my book, I tagged Catfish Common Disease, Treatment and Cure. I analyzed how to produce maggot through black soldier fly, neem leaf, chicken drops, and other ways you can produce your maggot too as well. So if you have not gotten some of these, my ebook, my journal, make sure that you get some of them. They are very, very useful, informative journals that can help your farms grow. Despite that, this is information. So you need updated information, and this will allow you, motivate you, and by the end of the day, being a guru that you deserve in your farm. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are wanting or trying to get a supplementary feed, make sure that you get a supplementary feed that will not affect, that will not increase your input of production. So make sure that you listen and go for the laser supplementary feed that by the end of the day will still give you the same result that you are looking for when you are trying to expend money on an unnecessary findings. So by the time you looked at these maggot, you can see how gigantic they are, and with that you can produce well over 5 kilo with just within 7 days, with the brewery waste, some of the maggot drops as an organic as an organic material for it too as well. If you don't want to use your lysine, you can use your brewery waste, you use your maggot drops, and you use your blood meal, that means cow blood. So with this, by the time you get a brewery waste like 10 kilo, you get your chicken, your dropping like 5 kilo, you get a little blood meal onto it. This can conveniently produce to you in 7 to 8 days. You can be having about 3 to 5 kilos of maggot. I think this is very, very good for maggot as a maggot producer. So once again, my name still remains Biodo DTM. Make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube page as you are watching, and be the first to click on the notification button. What this does is that this tells you, this gives you immediate information, notification on when I release new videos on this channel. And make sure that you click on the like button, share, give feedbacks on any kind of a topic or any kind of a questions, challenges you are facing on your farm, so that I can use this as a topic to solve most other people's problem too as well. This is what we do on our free WhatsApp page that people are listening and enjoying to free lectures on catfish farming. So as I proceeded, I'll be taking you through lot of informative guide for your day-to-day farming season to make sure that you really understand what you are really doing in catfish farming. Many farms are closing down. Many farms are breaking up. Most of the farms that I notice that are breaking up because of management. If you are not on ground to really know your business, to really understand your business, have passion for that business, it may go down the drain through bad management. So that is why I encourage you guys that as an owner of a farm, you can get most of my guides, study, have passion for it, take it as an hobby, read it over and over again. This will allow you guide any kind of a manager you may have in your farm. Like there's a book I have on how to feed your fishes. By the time you go through it very well, I don't think any farm manager, unless he steals your feed, you will have been controlling and know how many kg of feed that is deserved at a particular stage for your fishes, which I think it is very good for every farmer to really know this. So make sure that you get a copy of this my journal, and make sure that you subscribe to this my YouTube page so that I can be giving you more information that you need on the catfish farming. Once again, thank you very much for watching my video from start to finish. I so much encourage you guys. I so much thank you those that are subscribing to my channel. I so much thank for those that are giving great feedbacks, prayers, and getting my journals, getting my ebooks, e-videos on a daily basis. God will be with you. God will protect you. God will guide your family. And I said today that your business will start growing as you are being an encouraging part to my life. So thank you once again. My name still remains Biodun Odutola DTM. I am the hacker of Catfish Solution Place Academy. You can also join my Facebook group and channel, Catfish Solution Place and Catfish Farmers Forum. Thank you.